Hello and welcome back. This is MC1 Gamer bringing you a little bit of an update. Now, I've had a lot of people ask me, what are you doing with bolt action? We haven't seen much bolt action recently. Well, I've been building my paratrooper, ranger slash engineer army. I've got a bunch of regulars as well. And it's a pretty sizable army. And I decided, well, I needed to bolster it a little bit, and I needed an additional army. I couldn't just go with US. I do a lot of demos, and I have some friends who may be getting into the hobby, but I wanted to have some additional stuff so that I could show both sides of the fence. So I have some opposing forces, and well, I decided that I was going to go with the Grenadiers, with a starter box for the Grenadiers, and this is a great box. So just to show you what's in the box, it's got. I'm going to make a. I think I'm going to make a stew. Not a Stug, but the Stu 4, I think it is. It's got a Puma. I've got. I think in here is the there's a. I think it's a Pack 40 or Pack 42. And then I think it's like there's like 3 squads in there of well, it actually shows the list here. Look at that. All right, so it's got an 80 millimeter mortar. I've got a here veterans and grenadier squad times 3. A couple of extra riflemen. It's a Pack 40 and a tank gun. I could do it's a Stug 3, but I think I have the option of making it a Stu 4. But I got the Puma. I also bought the Armored Fury box, which I thought would be great. Not necessarily just for the plain bolt action, but I wanted some more of these Shermans, of course. So I got 3 more Shermans now. I have one Sherman that I got from Rubicon, which I thought was a great model, and it gives me some options with the turret. But I wanted a couple of these Panthers. I'm going to get a Tiger as well, just for the tank wars. I love tank wars, and now I have a lot of stuff to do for a decent-sized tank war army. Sorry for the glare there. So that's a great starter set. So I'm probably going to either do a giveaway with some of the starter books that are included in this set, or the one that I already have because I have now extras, or maybe I'll eBay them if nobody's really that interested in them. But of course, to get the kind of stuff, you're gonna have to be a Patreon supporter. So go ahead. There'll be a link down below if you're interested in just doing even just $1 a month. I mean, all that stuff that all the supporters that and there's not a whole lot, but the ones that I have, I really appreciate. All that stuff goes right back into the channel. I've already updated a couple of things. Thank you guys. So other things that I've added to the channel so that I had more options for content would be well, if I'm going to do Grenadiers, I need to have one of these armored carriers. So I think I might do this one as the 251/1, but I also want to think I'm going to do it as the /10 version because I want to have that Pack 36 anti-tank gun that you can as an option. I don't know if I'm going to do it, try and do the assault engineer stuff that I may magnetize at the top just to play with it a little bit. Got some of these battlefield rocks. This is just kind of the cork, colored cork, whatever. But I got it in a package deal. Got some battlefield metal flowers. Really needed some flowers to kind of enhance the bases. It's one of those things that it doesn't take a whole lot of effort to really put this stuff down onto a base, but when you do, it really stands out. Now I've got a bunch of these types of tufts. These are the Highland tufts. I want to get some winter tufts because the main. I'm going to actually do a kind of a winterish theme for the Germans, and I'm going to get the whitish version of those, as well as a bunch of snow that I'm going to be putting. I'm not going to make them fully snow bases. I want to have like a hint of snow, so I need some of this type of stuff, and I'm also going to be using this for Age of Sigmar and Frostgrave because this is during the wintertime there's a lot of stuff that's brown. If it's not covered in white, it's also brown. Got a couple extra of these sprues. I've got a marine sprue, mainly because I wanted this prone figure for one of the medium machine gun teams that US can take 3 of, which is a nice bonus. And I also got an extra grenadier sprue, which will be nice. Just for terrain, I'm really starting to bolster up some terrain. I got one of these wrecked houses, which is a really nice piece. This is something that I can trace out and duplicate. Cut out a couple extra ones. But as with anything, I want to spend the money with the company themselves, and then make my own based on just to use the design as an inspiration. But then of course I also bought from Foreground, which I love. Foreground, man, this stuff is you build it and it's just ready to go. It looks phenomenal. And I had some for my 15 mil. Which I somewhat abandoned, but now I'm going. I have a full-on 28. I just wanted a couple of these wrecked houses. This is going to be almost exclusively for bolt action. I don't know if they're really fit for Age of Sigmar. So I've got a whole lot of stuff that I'm going to be working on. I'm going to be working on this after I build up a little bit more of my Sylvaneth, which is the Treeman army for Age of Sigmar, and then after I do my month's goal, which is a bunch of Dryads and a tree branch, branch wraith, and then finish up, of course, some of the finishing touches. I haven't filmed it yet, and I'm not going to put in pictures until it's really complete, but I've got the Tree Lord done. Then I'm going to start focusing on this, and putting some of this stuff together and getting some preliminary work done on it. And then the next thing I'm going to do is going to be some Frostgrave. I've got a buddy who's really into Frostgrave. He's just, we split the starter box, the starter, rule book, the PDF rulebook, so we're going to share that, and we're taking a lot of proxying a lot of stuff. So there's a lot of stuff that I had that was way excess for Warhammer Fantasy 8th edition that I probably never get to or utilize from Age of Sigmar. It just does not that need for that big of an army collection, which I have just so much extra stuff that I just probably never even build, much less paint. So I'm converting, these stuff for those warbands, and of course I've used a lot of that stuff for Mordheim, which I know a lot of people have been asking about that too. So, but this is mainly for bolt action, just to know that there's a lot of bolt action stuff coming, and I've gotten a really nice frontline mat that you may have seen in my last battle report, and I'm going to pick up an alpine or winter mat from either Frontline Gaming or from the one of the other ones that make mouse pad type ones. I want one of these frozen tundra types that I can use for Frostgrave, but that I can also use for bolt action if I want to do, for instance, a Baston battle or something, in the winter somewhere in France or Germany. In any case, I hope you enjoyed it, and just tune in, keep looking out for more of my content. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do have a Twitter channel, which is mostly just extra, and another method that maybe people can find me. I have some additional content there, but mostly it's just links from the stuff that I have on my YouTube channel. And again, if you want to support the channel, improving audio, some video stuff components, improving just the quality of the terrain, or maybe additional stuff if there's various different games that you want me to try out or whatnot. Even the smallest amount would be appreciated, but it's not required. It certainly won't be required for any of the content. I'm never going to have a second tier for subscribers only. It's merely just for people who enjoy the content and maybe want to just throw a couple bucks a year at the channel, just to see it continue to go and to support it, so that I can continue to buying additional products and go to shows and conventions and stuff. And I'm looking to ramp that stuff up certainly after the holidays. So thanks again for tuning in, and have a great day, everybody.